Okay, let's just get right into it. We need to stop thinking about AI as just a souped-up autocomplete. What we're actually seeing is a massive paradigm shift in how we build software. This is about agentic development, where our role as developers, well, it's not just changing, it's being completely reimagined from the ground up. And this quote, it absolutely nails it. We're moving past just asking an AI for a quick code snippet. The new goal is to engage with it strategically as a true collaborator, an agent that can take on complex, multi-step projects with a real degree of autonomy.
So look, this is way more than just a productivity hack. What's really happening is a fundamental redistribution of our cognitive load. The old way, all our brain power was focused on the nitty-gritty, the syntax, the implementation details. Now, the AI handles that. Our cognitive load shifts up. It's all about architecture now, about strategy, about high-level problem solving. We are literally moving from programmer to architect.
So if you're the architect, what does that actually mean? What's your blueprint? Well, your new job isn't about writing individual lines of code anymore. It's about defining the grand vision, the goals, the constraints, the core principles that the AI system is going to follow. And that right there is where the real work begins. The first critical skill you have to master in this new role is something called context engineering. The idea behind it is actually pretty simple, but it is so powerful. An AI agent is only ever as good as the context you give it. Think of it like you're building a highly detailed, super specific sandbox for the AI to plan. The better that sandbox, the more impressive the castle it builds. This brings us right to the first core principle of being an AI architect. You have to create a constitution for your project. I mean, a foundational document that governs every single decision the AI makes. It's what ensures every action, every line of code aligns with your project's core vision. In practice, this constitution is usually just a central markdown file. You could call it project.constitution.md, or in this case, CLAUDE.md. At the start of every session, the AI ingests this entire file, which gives it a stable, long-term memory. This is huge because it prevents what's called context rot, where the AI slowly forgets key rules and goals over a long conversation. So how do you craft a strong constitution? It really comes down to these 4 key steps. First, you set the high-level directives, the big picture. Then you get specific with the technical specs and style guides. Third, and this is crucial, you embed critical domain knowledge, like specific formulas it has to use. And finally, you establish guardrails. You explicitly tell the AI what not to do. This ensures its output isn't just working, but is actually methodologically sound. And here is what that looks like in the wild. Just look at the level of detail here. It specifies the exact theoretical model, the precise tech stack, and even includes a critical ethical guardrail. You see? This isn't just prompting. This is basically programming the AI's entire worldview for this project. This is what elevates it from a simple tool to a true computational partner. Okay, so if the Constitution sets the rules of the game, our next step is to assemble the team. We're moving beyond a single AI agent and into orchestrating an entire AI development team. It's time to become the conductor. The key here is to use multi-agent workflows. Instead of one generalist AI trying to do everything, you assemble a team of specialists. You spin up an implementer, a tester, a security reviewer, each with its own distinct role and its own isolated context. This mimics a real-world dev team, and more importantly, it introduces a powerful system of checks and balances we call adversarial validation. So, first up, you unleash the implementer agent. Its job is simple. Take the constitution and write the code. But it's not working in a vacuum. Not at all, because the second it produces anything, the test engineer agent just pounces on it. Its one and only goal is to be a professional skeptic. It writes tough, comprehensive tests, and its whole purpose is to find every single edge case it can to try and break the code. And at the exact same time, you've got the security reviewer agent acting as a critic. It's hunting for logical errors, performance bottlenecks, and any potential vulnerabilities, and it's suggesting concrete ways to refactor and improve the code. So what's the outcome of this whole orchestral approach? Well, the results are pretty undeniable. Having this team of AI agents constantly challenging each other produces code with dramatically fewer errors, way higher security compliance, and much better adherence to the original specs. This adversarial process, it really works. Now, this new paradigm of architecting constitutions and orchestrating AI teams, it's incredibly powerful for sure, but it also forces us to ask some really profound questions about our own role in all this. We're shifting from being the ones executing the tasks to being the ones asking the hard questions. We're moving from execution to, well, inquisition.
We're immediately faced with these deep questions about intellectual property. I mean, think about it. If an AI generates a completely novel algorithm based on your guidance, who's the author? Is it you? Is it the AI? Is it some new kind of collaborative ownership we don't even have a word for yet? And what does this do for scientific reproducibility? The final code isn't the whole story anymore, is it? To truly reproduce an experiment, do you now need to publish the constitution file and the entire sequence of prompts that led to the result? Probably. Then you've got these unforeseen risks. What if all our different AI agents are trained on very similar massive data sets? Could they develop a kind of emergent groupthink where they all start converging on the same obvious solutions and in the process actually stifle true out-of-the-box innovation? Which, of course, brings us to the final and maybe the most critical question that this new reality forces us all to confront. As these AI agents get better and better, as they execute more of the project lifecycle on their own, our role is going to keep shifting. We become the keepers of the vision, the architects of the Constitution, the arbiters of quality, and the philosophers asking the most important question of all. What should we build next?